Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Omar from the Bullish Bears teams. I just wanted to do a video about my watch list for Monday. I'm doing this in real time. I haven't like worked through this in advance to just show you how I kind of find my plays, and we'll just go through the stocks and we'll just build a watch list. All right. So for those of you that see my videos, you know that let me go to scan, and basically this is my criteria for when I build my watch list. I look for stocks between 20 cents and $30 that have a minimum of 500,000 shares that are between 5% and really no max. You hit scan and it gives you a list of stocks. Showing us 82 stocks, so the market was pretty hot Friday. And what I do is I make sure that watch list is over here on the right, and actually use this. It's one of my criteria when I'm looking for stocks to play at the market open. But this is what I look out at the end of the day to kind of find my plays for the following day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at those charts. So right now I'm looking at the 1 minute and 5 minute time frame. I kind of been using that more. You might have seen some of my other videos where I use the 1 and the 3 and the 5. I kind of just been using more the 1 and the 5. Sometimes I'll use the 3. It just really depends. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the watch list. So what I'll do is I just scroll up to the top. I start with the biggest percentage changes, and I just go through the watch list. What I'm gonna do here is Monday's gonna be the 13th, so I am going to just say edit, and I'm gonna change the date here to 13/17. What I'll do is I'll just delete all of these and build it from scratch. I'm gonna leave NUGT there because it's gonna stay on my watch list for probably the foreseeable future. And I'm just gonna hit remove symbols, and I'm gonna hit save, and now we have a new watch list there. And I'll just add my stocks accordingly. So let's start with the top play of the day. This had a change of 185%. This is KBSF. Yeah, this thing ripped. It ripped from 475 at the open all the way, and it closed holding its highs at 1149, which is a pretty incredible play. This is absolutely going to be on my watch list. This is going to be volatile Monday for sure. This is a dog shit company, so it's going to be a fantastic short eventually when you're able to find shares to short. Now, what I like to do sometimes is I'll see like what it's done over the last 5 days. And if you've seen 5 days ago, this stock was at a high of 1370, and it kind of gapped down all the way down to 1198, and it just ripped back up to over 13 bucks. And so it's pretty volatile. If you wanted to see what it's done over the last year, you can kind of do the yearly, and you see this is a stock that was at one time at a high of $35.80. This is back in August. So this thing back a year ago was trading at like $8-9. So it was at a low, and it's just been kind of gapping up ever since. You can see back in December this was at $5, and now it's up to $12.69. So this is a stock that's definitely in play. We'll see what it does on Monday. It's had a couple of green, so it's had 4 green days. Then it had this one red day, and now it's back green. So we'll see what happens Monday. We'll see where it's going. On the yearly chart, it's it's still bullish. If you look at the MACD lines, they're still kind of bullish, but it's still got the squeeze play there. So we'll see what happens Monday. We'll see if it gives back or it keeps going. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stock. Oh, sorry about that, guys. This is I was on. Oh, okay. Sorry, just scratch everything I just said. That was a NUGT. This is KBSM, and if you see, this is some dog shit company. Now it makes more sense. That if you look at 2 days ago, this stock was at $2, and then it gapped up. It went from 2 to a high of 1149. This is a dog shit company, blatant pump. And what you're gonna see, let me look over there. This stock is normally at like 18 cents, 20 cents. So it got some news, it got pumped, and it's up at $11. This is gonna be an incredible short. Okay, this is gonna be a phenomenal short. Maybe it rips one more day. Who knows? Let's see what happens. But this is definitely gonna be a short. So I have this on my watch list. Next up, and so what I do, just so you guys, I look for stocks that are like gapping this way, like that are holding their highs. Think of it like, if you want to think of more strategic thing, think of it like it's trading like almost in a channel. So here I put my trend lines, and if you see how it's gapping upwards in a trend, upwards. All right, that's and my assumption is because they're super, they're super overextended, right? The percentage is so high, the volume is so above its normal range, right? And if we want to see where it is, KBSF, KBSF. All right, the normal range for this stock, it normally trades at 57,000 shares a day, and it's trading at 4.1 million. So it's, it's super overextended. It's super volatile at this point. And what I like to do is look for these stocks because they're going to be volatile. Like this stock eventually is going to give back all its gains, and every short seller, that trades is going to be trying to find shares to short this bad boy. All right. So with that said, let's move on. Next is MTRN. This is a stock that was up 27%. It's not very volatile. It's only traded 916,000 shares, but it opened at 155. It closed at a high of 199. It's in that channel. This 5 days ago, this was at 129, and it's kind of been gapping up, and this has sort of been. It looked like it hit a high of 160, kind of came back down, and now it's kind of ripping. I mean, let's see what it's done over the last year. So if you look at the last year, this is a stock that at its highest previously was 172. So you know what? This is going to be a great short. If you look at the stock, this is the yearly chart, by the way. I'm looking at the last 4 days. It had 2 green days, then it had a red day. Then it had 2 green days, and it's kind of, overextended. This is a dog shit company. It's going to give it back. It's going to be probably a good short opportunity. Probably better plays out there than this, but I'll put it on the watch list for now. All right, so with that said, let's look at the next stock, which was the one that I traded, which was INFI. I'm going to do another. No, this wasn't the one I traded. I traded another stock, but this is a stock that ripped. It went from pre-market 1035, it had a high 1230, and it just kind of consolidated. It's been running sideways. So this is gonna either break below or break above the high, which would be, if it breaks below, it's a good short opportunity. If it breaks above, it's a good buy opportunity. Let's look at what it's done over the last 5 days. This stock 5 days ago was trading at $9. Now it's at $12. So it's overextended. Let's look at the yearly chart. So the yearly, at the highest, this stock in the last year, it was trading at 1704. It's above, and this is a moving average that I have here. This is the actual 200-day moving average. It's well above it. So who knows? Maybe it continues to run, but when this is gonna give back a lot of gains, it's gonna be a great short. But it's volatile. You know what? Let's put it on the watch list. Alright, so let's continue on. Next up is MGIC. MGIC is one of these. It opened at 31 cents and it closed at 39 cents. It kind of had this nice rip and pullback and then just slowly consolidated. It was liquid. It had 10 million, traded 10 million shares. Let's see where it was 5 days ago. 5 days ago, this stock was at 30 cents, and it's kind of just been gapping up. It's high at 49 cents. If we look at the yearly, this at the highest, it's at 50 cents. So it may have a little pop Monday, and you can get maybe 10 cents out of this. If you look at it, yeah, it's at 39 cents. Its next resistance point would be 44 cents. So, you may get for if you're a big. If you get a sizable position, you could make a quick 4 or 5 cent scalp on this. I don't know. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but you could if you wanted to. Let's do this. So let's keep going. IMMU. This was the stock that I actually traded. I'm gonna do another video talking about this. This was nice. I caught this in the morning, and I actually went long on this, and I actually shorted it. I made money both ends, and this is beautiful. Look how it just trended all the way up. Nice and easy. We're gonna see. So it hit a high at 590, and then it kind of came back down. So If we look at where it was in the last 5 days, this stock 5 days ago was at 447. It had some news and it hit a high of $7, and it kind of just been consolidated. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but it it has the potential to give back more of its gains Monday. Sometimes when you have stocks that have news, they can run for multiple days. So something that you may want to keep an eye on. But I'm gonna keep looking. I'm just gonna look for stocks right now that are holding their highs. CTRL. This is a stock that in the pre-market was at 1290, and it kind of ripped all the way up to 1422. Gave back some of those gains, and now it's slowly consolidating upward again. If you want to see what it was over the last 5 days, 5 days ago this was at 1095. So it's been it's been steadily climbing. And this is a stock that you could potentially look to short if you wanted to see what it's done over the last year. I mean, it's way overextended. So I would be looking to short this stock. I mean, this is a stock that you should probably want to put on your watch list and look to see if you can find shares to short it, because it's going to give back some of those gains. It's way overextended. Next up, FCEL. Don't like the chart. OCUL. This is a stock that had some nice movement on Friday. It went from 755, hit a high of 91, and then it kind of just started washing out, giving back some of those gains. It's probably a stock that more than likely may have some potential to move. I mean, this is a stock that's overextended over the last 5 days. It's went from $6 to $8.91, and if you look over the last year, at its height, it was $14.50, and then made a low high here of $11.93. This is a stock that when it runs, it can run for multiple days. Look back in November, this thing was at 532, and it ripped that move all the way up to $11. So this is a stock that can have some movement. I mean, this is if it can break above this, it slightly did for a second. They break above the EMA, you have a chance. It's above the 200-day moving average. It's above the 50-day moving average. That's what this purple line indicates, the 50-day moving average. It's above the 200-day moving average. I mean, who knows? It has some volatility before. I mean, it's possible, but it's bearish right here. The sign here is bearish. That on the yearly. So we'll see. I mean, VWAP is right here, 835. You can kind of put it on your watch list if you want. I'll put it on there because it moved, and it has a thing of moving. Has a habit of it's moved before. So with that said, let's keep moving on. So we'll look at ACUR. ACUR was at 9 cents. Wow, this thing opened at 93 cents. I'm sorry, 90 cents, and it had a high of 129. It gave some of that back. You can put on your watches. I'm not. Let's keep going. MYHI, don't like it. MAGS is a stock that opened, hit a low 680, and it kind of gapped up and it closed holding its highs at 750. But it doesn't have no volume. You could kind of put it on your watch list if you want. Maybe a potential swing. I'm going to keep moving. CRPB was at 615, and it hit a high 755, gave some of that back. This is a stock that you could potentially watch. I know this stock has a habit of moving with news. This would probably be a good short because this is a stock that generally is in the $6 range, and if you look at the yearly, at its height, it was $10. I mean, this thing had a nice run. I remember this. I traded this before in August. Yeah, it went from 3, and it just ripped all the way back to 10 before it gave it back. So let me just it kind of consolidated back to 4, and that was its new support, and then it kind of ripped back up to 10, and then it came back down to 7, and then it came back up to 9, and now it's at 6. So it may have a couple more days in them. This stock, when it has news, it tends to run for multiple days. I'll put it on a watch list. All right, let's see. CPSI, nope. BLFS, nah. BCEI, yeah. This is a stock that has 2 million shares traded. 2.4 million shares. It was 207, hit a 239, and these energy stocks, they've been running. Look at the 5-day, kind of gaps up, gets back down to 2, and has a little run to, and then it gets back down to 204. So this thing, has a habit of gapping up and then coming back down. You see the range is 244. That's its resistance line. Support tends to be about $2. So you know what I would do? If this had volume, I'd probably look to short it, because you see, if it doesn't break, if it holds that 244, right? What I would be doing is I would be watching to see if it breaks above it. If it touches it and it falls back, then I'd probably be looking to short it, because it's probably going to shoot back down to to the $2 mark, And that's sort of how you can kind of strategize this stock if you wanted to trade. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but just little things to think about. All right, ADVM, don't like it. ATEN 901 hit a high of 97, kind of holding, it's consolidating, so it could move. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list. Keep going. CGEI, nope. NAK. Now these are the charts that I love. These are the ones that I really focus on. These are the ones that all the traders, all the guys, all the gurus, supposed gurus that you like, these are the charts that they look at. They look at charts like this that are just gapping up, holding their highs, because they're going to be volatile. All right, that's pretty much it. So definitely NAK is going to be on my watch list. I had traded 12 million shares. It was liquid. And then you can kind of form a strategy, look at it, see where it's done over the last 5 days. This was at $13. I'm sorry. I keep making that mistake. NAK. So this is a stock that normally trades in the 280, the 280 range. It's well above it in the last, right? So if you look at the yearly, right? This is at a high of 345. Guess what? This is gonna be a fantastic shorting opportunity. All right, it's gonna be, man. This thing was trading at 28 cents back in July. Wow. This is gonna be a fantastic shorting opportunity. So this would be probably the number one stock I would be looking at Monday, to look for that opportunity to short. Okay, it's going to give back those gains. It's going to be great. So keep it on your watch list. All right, let's keep going. NE is a stock, when it moves, it does well. This is a stock that's been on my watch list several times in the last few months. It's hit a high of 760. I love these. These are the stocks that I love to short. They're so easy. You just watch it gap up. You just got to be patient. Then it does that little head and shoulders, and then it just pattern, and then you just short into it. And it's so easy to find shares. It's liquid. These are the best place to short. I'm telling you, you can make these are the kind of plays, if you watch these and you're into short selling, that will grow your account really quick with very little stress. All right, so let's see what it's done over the last 5 days. So 5 days ago, this was kind of been round. It's doing this round pattern. It's at 640, and it's now back up to 760, and then it kind of sold off back to 732. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing, runs at its height. It was at 1390 and just kind of fell off, and it hit the low 445, and now it's kind of gapping back up. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but you can if you want to put it on yours. But this is a stock that tends to move, and I wouldn't be surprised it's volatile on Monday. Nope. GBT is a stock that 18 and went up to 21, and now it's back to so this is a stock pretty volatile. It's expensive, more expensive. I'm gonna skip it, but you can put it on your watch list. NEOS, no volume. NDEV, nope. BIOC, nope. HBM, nope. I don't like none of these charts. BIOL, nope. NWSA. This thing, it ripped. It went from, what did it open? It opened at 1250, hit a high of 1342, and it's holding its highs. Sort of, let's see what it's done over the last 5 days. Yeah, 5 days ago, this was in the $12 range. It's up at $13 range, right? If we look at, the yearly, at its height, it's at 14, and it generally trades somewhere in the $10 range. This is where it tends to find support, right? If you look at it, 1072, this was like $11, and generally trades in this $11 to $12 range, right? So what I would do, I'd probably looking to short this, see if it's going to get back some of its gains. NWSA, 4 million shares. Why not? Maybe you get an opportunity one day. Okay, let's continue on. ANTH, BSBR, yes. This is the kind of stocks I like to watch. Absolutely, BSBR. Those are my favorite patterns to put on my watch list. ERF opened at $9. Hit a high of 951. Kind of gained back some of these, but then closed strong, almost at its high EFR, and it had some volume. Not super liquid, but liquid enough. You know what? I'll put it on ERF. And remember, when you're doing your watch list, remember you want to always kind of just get a sense of what it did over the last week. This was at $8. It's up here $9. If you remember, look at the last year, kind of get a sense. It's almost at its 52-year high. So probably gonna get back some of those gains. But may continue to run Monday. So we'll see. All right, let's go NWS. Nope. BLPH. Nope. ICD. These are the stocks. Stay away from these stocks. NOG. APTO. Nope. NBGGY. Nope. MT is another stock that tends to rip on news. It's been on my watch list several times, and you see it hit high for 884. People took their profit here, and then it kind of washed to 860, and then it kind of started gapping up, and it's almost at its highs. I'm going to put it on the watch list. All right, CMBX, nope. CMRE, yeah, 528 is a stock that kind of slowly grinded. It's not liquid. Hit a high 566. It's down at 559. I don't know. It's not super liquid. I don't really like it. I mean, these are the stocks sometimes that you can kind of see and you can swing them, but I'm gonna skip it. You can put it on your watch list if you want. JAKAK, nope. I like nope. ARNC, yeah. This is, even though this is expensive. These are the stocks that I love when it has this pattern. ARNC. It usually means it's gonna be volatile. And had 11 million shares. So trade options. Maybe there's a contract there for you to buy. Let's keep moving. ESV. ESV opened at 10. Opened here about 10:29. And I had 10:89. Kind of sold off, and then it's kind of sideways action right now. See what's gonna happen. Let's see where it's done over the last 5 days. It was at 9:59. I mean, ripped up to here, 1050, gave back. I mean, it's probably gonna be a good short. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but you can put it on yours if you want. CERU is a stock that was at 122. This is a stock that's kind of been bouncing around. And after hours, it was traded, hit a high of 141, and it's at 136 currently. But look at the 5-day chart. This has kind of been just kind of going slowly, kind of gapping down at 105, and then it ripped to 130, and it's kind of consolidating and moving up. You can put on your watch list. 1.5 million shares. You know what? It may pop. I mean, usually at the open, see at the open, it sold off the other day, and let's see what it does each day. It sold off this day. It sold off this day. It sold off this day, and then it kind of ripped up into the close, and it sold off. It sold, and it's high. You know what? It's probably gonna sell off too Monday. Put it on the watch list. Maybe if you can find shares to short, it's probably gonna sell off. You can make 20 cents, and it's cheap, so you can size in if it has some value. What else do we have here? DNN, 69 cents. Let me look at the 1 day, 1 minute. No way. Goro. You know what? It doesn't have no value. This is something that you may want to buy to swing. See where it's in the last 5 days. I'm not going to put it on my watch list, but you could put it on yours. ORG. It's a stock that's consolidated sideways. Nah. CMCM. Nah. CMP. Oh wow, look, this gapped up and sold off and ripped up at the other day. It had 10 million shares. You know what? This will go on my watch list. See what it's done over the last 5 days. It's overextended on the 5 day. Let's see the 1 year. This is a stock at its height was at $16. I mean, its next resistance point is 182. It's at 1140, 1165 right now. So you have 20 cents of upside for resistance. I mean, you know what? Put on the watch list. CPM. So these are the stocks that are on the watch list for Monday. I wish that some of these stocks are filtered down. Some of these stocks are pricey. A lot of these stocks are pricey. I would also throw in there NUGT. I didn't talk about it, but the gold stocks right now, they're just hot. I would look at all the gold stocks as well, and just put them on the watch list like NUGT and let me just zoom this up a little more. And JNG, all those stocks, they're all hot. So all the gold stock, ASM, those are the ASM is here. See, all these gold stocks. I actually swung with this. This was my first swing trade. I did pretty well with this. I mean, it looks ugly, doesn't have no value, but might be a good swing trade. If you see NUGT and JNUG gapping up, then you're gonna expect ASM to continue up, to gap up. So you can put those those gold stocks in there. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna put it. I'll keep the other ones here. So this is my watch list for Monday, guys. I'll be posting it onto Twitter and Facebook. If you have any questions, let me know, guys. Hopefully this made some sense. All right. Have a good one.